Hi, my name is Jake.
And I'm Abby. We've been married for about 5 years now and known each other for about 15. We went to youth group together and got to know each other there. I was actually friends with his sister, and he was friends with my brother. And then through hanging out together, we became closer and closer friends until we were separated for college. Once we came back to hanging out together, we soon started dating again after we were in his sister's wedding together, and got married quickly after that, after knowing each other so long. We have a 2-year-old, soon to be two-year-old daughter, turning 2 in September, who's super bubbly and giggly with an infectious laugh, and just loves to be around people.
Yeah, so we just wanted to take some time and talk a little bit about our history in ministry, as well as our passion for it and what that looks like. And so I was in school out in Detroit doing an internship with classes online through Global University. I did that for a few years, got certified and then licensed with the Assemblies of God, and that happened back in 2013. In same year, I started working at the church here in Buffalo, Minnesota, where I was a staff pastor, and then when the youth pastor left, I took over that, as well as being the associate pastor, and I've been there ever since, doing the youth and associate. And so primarily working with the youth, doing weekly services, organizing different events and things like that, but also with the associate side of things, filling in for the pastor on Sundays when he's gone. We actually did a sabbatical for him in 2018, and so for 2.5 months, I kind of led the church during that time while he was on sabbatical. And then in 2021, they decided to become U.S. missionaries as they followed God's calling, and so they stepped out and did that at the beginning, or at the end of May. And so beginning in June through mid-December, I was then the interim. The church asked me to be the interim, and so stepped up and did that for about 6 months. And as Abby and I were praying during these times, back at the sabbatical in 2018, we felt that God was saying, hey, you got to start looking other places. I'm going to be calling you elsewhere soon. And then whenever the interim started, we felt like God was saying, this is going to be the last thing that you do with this church. And so we finished that up strong, and just knew that that time that we would be looking for the next thing.
Yeah, so we've been helping the interim pastor in this time since. We've been working with him for about 6 months, just helping some of the transition, helping him implement some of the new plans that he had, helping him and his family get settled, and filling some of the gaps that will be caused when we move on, and just trying to take this time to help the church grow as well as ourselves grow as we're ready for the next step that God has for us.
Yeah, and on the passion side of things, we are really passionate about how God uses connections between himself and believers, between believers and other believers, and through believers with the unsaved. And so we really love seeing how God works through all those things, whether it's through a time of sharing a meal, or helping with a tough life event, giving some words of encouragement, or even just learning from each other through past experiences and everything, being able to look back at that. And occasionally, it comes as a rebuke as well, being able to see how God uses those connections. And we know that God has placed such a huge passion and importance on those connections, and we really love that. And so our dream, our goal, and how we do ministry is very personal. We want to invite people into our lives, and through that we'll get to know them, they'll get to know us, and we'll be able to build on that connection. And that connection helps us to grow closer to God, as well as we grow closer, we're hoping they grow closer as well. And through those connections, then we're able to reach more people, because obviously I can only reach so many, but they meet more in their jobs, in the grocery store, their families, whatever it is. And so we're able to grow that connection. But we really love seeing that, and our passion is to see people connect with God, connect with others, and connect with unbelievers, and build that connection then to God.
Yeah, so we would love to connect with you to be able to see what God is doing in your ministry and what opportunities you have, and if we have some potential to partner with you. Just thank you for listening and taking the time to learn about us.
Yeah, thank you so much. We look forward to connecting and hearing how we can help you. So God bless you and have a great day.